Hello, welcome back to Damacy Live Noding. In this episode, I will be doing improvisations with a box node. Probably will recreate something like this. It's actually quite simple, but how to get there, that's the question. So every now and then, I'm doing a lot of improvisations with SVerchok nodes and in Blender, and really I don't know what I'm creating, but I really just start with something like a couple of nodes. For example, the box. These days we can actually use control click. We know we can get a box like that very quickly. If you have like something like subdivision, you can actually now do select this, and this, and then tap V. It's gonna connect all of those vertices, edges, faces automatically for you. This one can create subdivisions, of course, and you can add a little bit of fractal. So that's interesting. We can use that later. So let's save this as improv box. So improvisation with nodes. What else we can create quickly? We can actually use Inset. One of my favorite is, of course, Inset faces and Extrude separate faces. Okay, this one. So let's actually use this guy. 1, 2. So 1, 2, 3. Tap V. Update. I'm updating using the arrow key, and I can play with the thickness and the depth. So that means that I could have a couple of this guy and simply tap V, and we have a result, and then update. So we have a mesh, of course, because we need to adjust this properly. So we are basically doing an inset faces on everything, but we can use the region. So we have something that's more controllable. Whoops. So with Inset, you have to be careful with the value. Very often you get something that's kind of overlapping very quickly. If you don't like this temporal viewer, you can use the bmesh viewer. That's actually gonna give you the final result. So select this, oops, select this, tap V, hide this. So with this we can see the face orientations. If you see red, okay, that's too much. We need to zero it out. So thickness and depth. Thickness and depth, okay, thickness and depth. So that's still kind of okay with the Inset. If it's not too much, you can get a result that's clean. Right, so that's with the Inset, multiple Inset faces. Let's try with this Extrude separate. Gonna get something that's completely different. So height and scale, and height and scale. But very often we don't want to do it on everything. So that's where we actually can use mask. Plug in the mask, turn off the face orientation viewer, and turn on cavity. So you can see the different. This is with mask, this is without mask. So you can extrude in or out. That's actually, the in and out is actually not, that's for the mask. probably in is what we need. And let's have another one. Plug it in. So we started to see something that's a little bit more interesting. We can also plug in the mask in and out. So that's already quite interesting. We can smooth it and get a result. That's actually one of the interesting results we can get. So let's see what else we can do here. Oh, we can actually make a hole if we careful with this. So there's a lot of different options. Extruded poly, other poly we can try. Okay, this one. I quite like this because we can suddenly have a hole. Okay, that's the mask seems to be broken if we use that. Oh, this is actually interesting. This one, this one mask, because now we can have this, and we subdivide. We have that result, looking quite nice. Okay, this is actually even better. This one, duplicate it and subdivide. Oh, okay. Yeah, we have a kind of like a bevel there. Maybe I just smooth here so you can see the result better. Maybe we don't actually need too many extruded face. Yeah, maybe we don't need the mask. This is aesthetically, this is actually better looking, I guess. Yeah, maybe we only need 2 of this. There we go. See, sometimes less is actually more. Yeah, this kind of result, but maybe with a hole, and maybe we can actually use something like inset faces. Look at this type V, and update. So we have result that's kind of like a fat blown up face there. Maybe using region, however, works. This is the one that I'm trying to get this result. And this result is actually better, like I said, with the other poly. So we have a hole, and we can play with the thickness and with the depth. We can have the invert. Let's zero it out for now. yeah, I just want to make like a simple shapes like that, and it can be for a chair or something. But don't forget that we can actually just simply make a couple of these and kind of link them together. That's pretty easy to do. Vector P, plug this into the matrix, and we have a bunch of this object now. Okay, we have, of course, multiple variations. We need to select all of them or just merge it into a single object. And now let's just arrange this. Oh, see, that's kind of nice, and you can still play around with the shapes. Kind of like that, and we can change the angle, rotate it, and just make this smaller, so we have some kind of link cube with a hole. Alright, so yeah, so that's pretty much what I want to show you with these improvisations. Yeah, I think I found this very interesting, the options to be able to just add a snippet of things. For example, we have, if we want to have these subdivisions, for example, you can just select this and then connect and then update it. We're gonna have a different result altogether. So suddenly we have this, and if you kind of push it, you have a virus again. Anyway, thanks again for tuning in. I'll see you next time. Bye.